Good morning. I'm Marcello Lanari. I'm director of the Pediatric Emergency Care of the Sant'Orsola Hospital, and I'm happy to welcome you to the opening day of our PROCHILD Winter School. Let me explain to those who may not know what the meaning of a summer or winter school is. The meaning is to build a very complex, articulated, and generally multidisciplinary training package in a quite short time, usually few weeks, on a specific theme. The theme that we are going to deal with in this winter school is that of violence and child abuse, and more generally of domestic violence. Our winter school is strongly supported by various institutions, obviously the Alma Mater Studiorum of Bologna, our Polyclinic Hospital Sant'Orsola, and a large part of the training comes from the professionals of the Bologna Forensic Foundation. Why a winter school on these topics? Well, one thing is clear. The subject of violence and child abuse is a theme of extreme importance in terms of public health, at least if we can evaluate this data on the epidemiology of violence. Data which is absolutely impressive and reliable because they are reported by the World Health Organization and represent how violence is not a marginal phenomenon but really very frequent. Its frequency, together with other characteristics, makes it a real public health problem because it is widespread. What we know is much less of what happens. It is usually a hidden situation because it is even more painful because very often it is an intra-family problem that sometimes has immediate consequences, what we may see in the emergency room, but very often they have important outcomes at a distance with a wide social and health impact. And that always requires a multidisciplinary and professionally integrated management that can allow to organize rehabilitation paths which are often long and complex in order to establish a set of activities that the Convention of Istanbul, and in particular these were related to violence against women, that of bringing prevention to the protection of the individual and to the punishment of those who commit violence. Child abuse is a topic that must be recognized and monitored. Very often it is not recognized and monitored because there is not a specific knowledge, and if it is suspected, it's a kind of topic that invites you to look the other way because it is obviously a distressing, embarrassing theme, and sometimes the professional feels very alone in facing it. And this involves a very strong fear about consequences that recognizing and reporting can have on that family or even on its professional life. And therefore it is absolutely necessary to deal with it in order to intervene with laws, with good practices, and to create a system that is not only of interprofessional support, but really an organized system that leads to the timely recognition and care of abuse and a prompt rehabilitation. to meet these needs that we believe as very strong, in 2018 we proposed our project that we called PROCHILD, so Protection Support of Abused Children from Multidisciplinary Intervention, a project that was funded by the European Commission in a 2-year project. So a few words on this project. It became part of those projects belonging to the REC group, Equal Right Programs of Citizenship. It involved governmental organization, the European Commission, and involved governmental units and university organization from 6 European countries, and has benefited from di Fondazione Forense di Bologna, non-profit organization, L'Isola che c'è, and Il Faro, and had the patronage of the Autorità Garante Nazionale per l'Infanzia, Commissione Parlamentare per Infanzia e Adolescenza. So the final aim of the project was to create a multidisciplinary network of stakeholders and institutions that could be replicated in all the countries of the European region. This was the consortium and how it was formed. The Alma Mater Studiorum was the principal investigator, and then there were Finnish, French, UK, German institutions. The aims of the project were to promote a prompt detection and reporting of abuse and mistreatment cases by adopting a multi-professional approach and developing protocols between social services, health services, educational agencies, police, judicial authorities. And this was done by increasing the skills of the professionals involved in this phenomenon, and then developing facilitated paths to make the victims of abuse and violence as an integral part of this protection and support path. And all this to lead to the respect of the fundamental children's rights. The outcome expected from this PROCHILD project was different, was various, but one in particular is connected to what we are inaugurating today. So the enrichment of a professional platform for professionals of different cultural and professional backgrounds, for students and lay people, on the topic of mistreatment and abuse of children within the family. These are the links to follow for those interested in the social project and its connection with its platform, on which much of this material will be uploaded. So I would like to wish you a much better 2021 compared to the year we have just experienced. So good work and enjoy what you may learn from attending our winter school.